everyone, and these are some holiday treats for hamsters, and I thought because it was the holiday season that these would be really cool. You're gonna need flour, treats, squash, and raspberries, and some water. You're gonna want to start crushing up the treats, and I would use a food processor, but mine wasn't working at the time, so I just used a fork. So then you're going to want to add flour, water, and those treats into a separate bowl, but I forgot to do this here, so I have to go back and do it again. As you can see, I'm now trying to add in the treats that I forgot to add in, so you guys are probably done with this by now. So now you want to take your smushed squash that I squished with the mallet. Make sure you squish it in the bag. If you know how to cook, you always put it in the bag. Anyways, you want to start squishing it with a fork and add some water and start squishing it around. So I did not use this dough or the raspberry dough. So if you guys want to skip this step, you probably can. But if you want to make the vegetable dough and the raspberry dough and mix them together, this is how you do it. I actually did a lot of stuff to try to prep this. I got really tired. So what I did was I put half of the squished squash into one bowl, and then I added the raspberries, and then I took the rest of the squished squash into another bowl and made its own dough for each of them. So I ended up with 2 kinds of dough. So as you see here, I'm doing that. Anyways. Obviously, here are the 2 kinds of dough that I did not use, but right now I'm putting them in the refrigerator, and I'm taking out the dough that I did use that was put in the refrigerator before. Now you're going to want to start squishing the dough. Remember, please, to put flour on your cutting board before you do this step. I forgot to, and I had to pull it up and put flour on after I already did it, so it was a pain. Then I got these little festive cookie cutters, and I thought they were really cool. So here I am. I used the tree first, and these are actually really cool. I got these from Walmart for like $2. Well, actually my boyfriend bought them, I think. But besides the fact, they were like $2, so they're really cool. And they press, and it was really cool. So what I did, instead of using the raspberry and squash dough, I used raspberry sauce instead. Sauce as a meaning I just crushed up some raspberries and put them and squish them, So I used a brush to brush the sauce over the cookies before they went in the oven. We have not touched the oven yet. So after I finished this step, I used hemp seeds as sprinkles because Einstein absolutely loves hemp seeds. So I used them. Now you're going to want to put them on a pan with parchment paper underneath, not wax paper, parchment paper. Then slip them in the oven at 300 degrees Fahrenheit or 100 degrees Celsius. Wait until they are crisp for 25 minutes. And they should be done. So when you guys are done using the sheet pan, make sure that you run cold water over it so nobody comes into the kitchen and picks up the pan to go clean it and burns their hand, because I actually did burn my hand doing this. It was really stupid. When you're done putting them into a container, you can put the ones without the raspberry sauce with your hamster's other dry treats. You're going to want to take the ones with the raspberry sauce and put them in the fridge.